Okay.
I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody.
Say what?
If I let this go, you can't tell no lie. I'll tell my no.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Queen Pebbles channel and the Pebbles Gang family. A huge welcome aboard to our new viewers and a massive thank you to my day ones as we dive into the season 1 finale, episode 10 of the Teenage Challenge, where we celebrate these teens finally transitioning into adulthood. So please make sure to grab a blanket, snacks, and a drink, vibe with me, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as we jump into this episode. Alright guys, so we're starting off with Trayvon, basically his lifestyle of what he's going to be doing at basic training. So you're going to get to see this last episode finale with him basically with his peers, the other cadets that you see sitting right here at the table at the basic training. So he gets a little bit of how the activities and everything is done, the education, how the military basically works. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first is we're going to introduce you to right here to their captain. This is Sergeant Daquan. He's basically standing here giving them a speech, letting them know basically about the rundown of how basic training is, and just letting them know, like, you know, how the education works, how, you know, they're going to be getting help by the military to pay for their tuition and all that, where they really don't have to worry about lifting a finger. He's also going on about, you know, other minor things as far as the activities and what they're going to do every day they wake up, and how things work with getting ranked for each level. But besides from that, we're going to go ahead and get to the cadets. I'm going to introduce everybody at this table. So right here you have actually Trinika Brown. She's a cool girl. She's very chilled and laid back. She wants to be probably an officer, I guess, in the future. But right here beside her, as y'all know, this is Trayvon Johnson. And as you know, in the last episode, he looked upset anyway, because he had to cut his hair off for basic training. He didn't know that. So yeah, remember he had his little plaits or whatever. So he's kind of in his feelings right now because he didn't really want to do that. But besides from that, here's Isaiah Harris. He's sitting right here. This is from across from him. This is Chevelle Richards. She's cool and everything. You know, they're having their little own private conversation together. Right here beside her, this is Desmond Lyon. Desmond Lyon is heavily invested because she's excited about being, you know, in the military. So she's kind of paying attention to the sergeant and his speech right now. And then right here beside her, this is actually Devin Richards, who is also the husband of Chevelle Richards. So yeah, so now that we are done with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the episode mode. I want them to go ahead and listen to their sergeant right now. I kind of want y'all to get the feel of the episode of how their little military base and training is going to be, what type of things they're going to be doing. They're going to be joining the university and stuff while they're here because they're going to be, mind you, they're going to be here for 6 months. So they have to do some type of education. They have to get their fitness skills and doing all this stuff to get right and to get ranked up at the highest level. And plus they're going to be doing other actually military work where they have to do like minor things like research and debate things, learning speeches. They're going to have to learn a lot of stuff. But that's what this episode is all about. Trayvon's lifestyle. You've seen in the last episode, well, episodes before that he actually got expelled. So this is the perfect time for him to listen to the sergeant and just listen to what they, you know, what they have to do. And, you know, mind you, of course, Tanika Brown over here getting up. Trinika, I don't know why she even standing, because it's like, girl, you're supposed to be listening. Oh, that's probably why. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to be listening to the sergeant and you just being rude. And they all, like, Trayvon and his girls over here talking. She's supposed to be cooking. Like, girl, your place belong in the kitchen. Like, come on now, bro.
Oh, this smells so good, Angela. Now, you belong in the kitchen, and you belong on a corner.
So everybody looks like they are enjoying each other's company and wanting to get to know each other, which the sergeant doesn't mind. Even though he's giving a little speech, it's just letting everybody know if they have any questions, they can pretty much come to his office and, you know, get to know everything. If they need any questions about their education, he's the guy for them to know about all that stuff if they need help with fitnesses, getting in this right shape. And then of course he's letting them know, like, you know, whenever holidays or whatever, if they're here for however long they're here, if they want to talk to their family, they only get one phone call a day. So you can't be on the phone that long. You only get like a 30-minute minimum with the person, or maybe even 15. He doesn't really know, but he says everybody wants to have a chance to talk to their family. So you can do that as long as it's not, you know, in the middle of when they're doing their important workout routines. But besides from that, the chef is here. So yeah, we're going to eat and stuff in a little bit. But first I want to show y'all a tour. So this is the basic training workout area where you can do the treadmill, where you can box and stuff. And then over here is basically like where they'll be doing their little heavy lifting weights type of thing, which is very cool. And when you come out here, this is the little basketball. I know you see water or whatever, but that doesn't bother them. It's basic training. They're going to be in mud and all that stuff anyway. So yeah, they could play basketball. Then they could come over here and learn about archery skills. So they can like shoot some bow and arrows and stuff like that. Which we're going to probably do that today because they need to work out anyway today. Over here is going to be the female bunkers. So this is the female side where they can share their bunkers together. And over here is where the men will be basically staying at, which is really neat. Over here, they'll be able to take showers out here. There's only 3 people that can do it at a time. And then they have their little own bathroom out a house that they could do in the back as well. And then the last thing I want to show y'all is over here. They can play card games, puzzles. They could do their little studying, and they could play beer pong. Then over here is where they'll be basically doing all their classes, which I want to do for today as well. I'm going to have each person, 2 people at a time, basically do their little research and stuff when it comes to the university. But first, before we do all that, I'm going to have everybody go ahead and get their mac and cheese that was just made so they can eat. And then after everybody finish eating and stuff, then I'll just go ahead and let them sign up for their classes. And yeah, and then we'll continue on for the day because the captain is done with giving his little speeches and all that stuff. So he'll basically talk to them later and all that. But right now, they're going to go ahead and eat. And yeah, chat, do whatever they do. I'm glad that everybody is basically getting to know each other and wanting to fill the place out a little bit. Because, you know, I know it's a bit nervous when you don't know nobody and you feeling like you're alone by yourself. Going to a new place, especially when your family's not around. So I'm glad that everybody is kind of getting to know each other, filling each other out, and not judging each other. They're not being nasty towards each other. So that's perfect. I think that's really good. So yeah, so they're eating. Once they finish eating their food, like I said, I think the next thing that we're going to do is focus on, I did a little activity with homework because that's basically going to be where they're going to be learning their mental skills as far as their university, doing homework and stuff. But today is their first day, like I said, with basic training. So that would be perfect. Since it's their first day, we're going to go ahead and let them do their education and learning about that, researching about the university place and seeing exactly which university that they want to go online and do. So yeah, they're kind of finishing up their meals. And then once they do that, I'll choose who's going to go first. So I'm going to do 2 people at a time so we can kind of get that out the way. But it looks like everybody's kind of having a good side conversation, getting to know each other. Yeah, that's pretty much, they're talking and stuff like that. So Desmond and Chevelle is just having their own conversation while they're eating, you know, their little brunch or whatever. And I'm actually shocked, you guys, because Trayvon actually has been doing good. Like, this is his first day here, but so far he hasn't talked to no females, and I'm actually shocked that he haven't tried to talk to Desmond or any other females here because, you know, he's been flirty a lot. And he, you know, in the last episodes, he was cheating and stuff, so I'm surprised he didn't try to make his move. But maybe he just felt like, I'm kind of tired of going through the drama and stuff, and he's been through it too much. He doesn't want to lose Bree because of his, you know, selfish desires. So I feel like, you know, he didn't had enough of fuck around and find out type of mood.
I'm about to whoop your mother.
He's like, basically, my main focus on right now is trying to provide for me and my family and stuff because they got a son and stuff, and, you know, he wants to make sure that his baby boy grows up in a nice home and not struggling and shit. And he wants to make sure that his mother-in-law and his father-in-law, basically, all of them can be able to stay in a nice, stable home, give them like a dream home. And he knows that, he owes that to Bree because of everything he put her through as their teenage years of cheating and breaking her heart and making her see things that she didn't want to see, which was having another woman in their bed. So it's kind of like he feel like he owes her the world, and that's why he's mainly sticking to this. I'm going to be in the military because I feel like that's the only reliable source I have. And since they basically went through life and wasn't able to graduate high school, I didn't know that you can actually do an online high school diploma and pay $250, which I think would be more reliable to do anyway, because without a high school diploma, he won't be able to have any other options when it comes to getting job opportunities. I looked it up before on the university, and it says that because of not university, but when he tried finding a job before, it said that he couldn't get a lot of the jobs that I wanted him to get because he wasn't a high school graduate. So I think we're just going to go ahead and pay for that. And then that way, when he finished that online, we can have him graduate and give him a graduation party, since he didn't get to walk with his peers, and do the same thing with Bree. But for the meantime, since Tranika basically just finished, I'm gonna have her do beer pong and play against her commander officer, Daquan. I think it'll be perfect for her, not Daquan, but Dawan Richards. I feel like since he's the captain, it would be perfect if he basically kind of talked to her about what she said she wanted to be. She said she wanted to be a commanding officer one day too, or that she wants to be in a field of being an officer. So he's going to give her some type of guideline on what she can do, give her some pointers, give her some ideas. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just let everybody do what they have to do. And then I'll be back as soon as everybody finish applying for the university. Then we'll be back with doing everything else with the activities or the basic training, you guys. So I'll be back.
The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging and cannons count. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had a good home, but you left. You had a good home, but you left. Jody was there when you left. Your baby was home when you left. Your baby was lonely as lonely could be. So Jody provided company. Ain't it great to have a pal who works so hard to keep a morale? Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The captain rides in a jeep. The sergeant rides in a truck. The general rides in a limousine, but we're just out of luck. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He'll keep it happy till I get out. But you won't get home to the end of the war. In 1974. The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging and cannons count. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. The cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging and cannons count. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had a good home, but you left. You had a good home, but you left.
So he's getting his degree,
Jody
his
was there when you
diploma right
left.
now.
Your baby was
So
home
we
when you
basically
left.
paid to him. He
Your
can
baby was
be
lonely as
able
lonely could
to
be.
apply for the job. And he's thinking about, right now he's thinking about Bree. So we can have him call her.
Sound off. 3, 4. Cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The captain rides in a jeep. The sergeant rides in a truck. The general rides in a limousine, but we're just out of luck. You ain't got nothing to worry about. He'll keep it happy till I get out. But you won't get home to the end of the war. In 1974. The heads are up, the chests are out, the arms are swinging and cannons count. Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. The cannons count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, guys. So it looks like Tranika lost against her captain. So she's going to continue to research more with the university She's going to go ahead and do her application as well, so we can go ahead and get that out the way because it is now time for dinner actually, and they need to go ahead and get ready for tomorrow's basic training as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with everybody pretty much doing their online and try to get a little food in their system, take their showers tonight. And then once they're done with all of that, then we'll go ahead and have them go to sleep. So let me go ahead and get them situated. So instead of them eating, because a lot of them are too tired and restless right now, I'm just going to let Dasmine pretty much get this tortilla wrapped veggie hot dog. And once she finished eating that, I'm going to let everybody else just go ahead and begin with their showers. Just because I don't want to have to worry about getting everybody food and then it'd be too late because they have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning and do their little breakfast before they start their boot camp, because then we're going to transform them into civilians, service members, by focusing on intense physical condition, mental toughness, discipline, and teamwork. And focus on their course values, teaches basic combat skills that we're going to need for them to go up and rank their skills. So yeah, this is definitely going to be for 6 months that they're going to have to get all of this training in. But right now we're just going to go ahead and let 3 people, 3 of the cadets, go ahead and take a shower. And then once they finish doing that, doing their little minor free time self-care, then we'll go ahead and let them go to bed. But while they're doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and stop talking, and I'll see y'all basically in the morning at 5 a.m. He gotta use the bathroom, so once we... All of them should be coming on the way. Once he's done, you can have them come back and sleep. She's tired, but that's why you got. All right, guys. So it is 05:30 right now, military time, which means 5:36 a.m. for those who don't know. We just woke up so that everybody can start their day, because we got a lot of things to do. This is going to be our second day of basic training, and I want them to get their physical skills up. I want them to get their mental skills as well. They got a lot to work on while they're going to be here for 6 months. So the first thing we need to worry about, Trayvon is still up. He has not been asleep, but the first thing we need to worry about, before we get him right, is everybody eating something. So I made sure that every cadet is up. So all the cadets are up, and I'm going to have all of them come here to sit down and get started with their morning. Also, because we have a lecture that's going to be around 8 a.m. because the captain, he is definitely going to be holding a lecture for them on fitness. And that's the first thing that he wants to teach them about, and what cores, values, and stuff that he's definitely wanting them to work on while they're here so they can move up. But the first thing that we're going to have them eat is a high energy protein plate. I feel like everybody needs to eat that so they can get their skills up faster, because they're going to have the energy. And being up at 5 a.m. in the morning, you're going to need that energy. So it's still dark outside, mind you, and we're just now getting up. I'm pretty sure a lot of people still have crust in their eyes. So yeah, we're going to need all the energy that we need for the day. So, and it's going to be a long day. You don't get the rest and none of that. So pretty much we're just going to go ahead and let them get a, protein plate. Everyone's going to get the same thing. And also, as you can see, the chef, she actually made some apple tea, I believe, which is great because I can have them, get some tea after everybody finish getting their order. And yeah, so let's go ahead, let them eat, get their energy that they need. Once they finish eating their plates, then we're going to go ahead and have them get some of that tea in their system, and then pretty much start the day with learning some high skills that they need to learn about. And look at this nigga, he over here already eating his plate. He didn't waste no time. He said, niggas, I'm not fooling with y'all. Like, I'm trying to eat, get my body and my energy up, and get me some tea this morning. He was like, I don't want to be bothered. I got too much stuff on my mind to worry about, and I'm trying to worry about education. Like, he got a lot on his mind that he's worried about. So that's pretty much what we're doing, guys. And then right there, the captain is pretty much eating his stuff. But if you see on a plate, you see that they have like some boiled eggs, some ham, and I guess some type of spinach, if I'm not mistaken, or some type of meat. I think it's supposed to be lamb, I'm guessing, and some type of vegetable that they're eating. But whatever it is, it looks good. It looks like it's enough to give him the energy. So he's just got done eating. So we're going to go ahead and let him go ahead and eat. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and have the captain get one, and it look like it's cozy apple tea that they're going to be drinking. And that sounds like that's going to be very cozy. Hopefully it doesn't make them sleepy, but sounds like a good remedy to have right now. So let's go ahead and get them right, and then we'll go ahead and get into our lectures, you guys. So my plan is I want to have them be in the military for 6 months. Already y'all know that, but I wanted probably to think that maybe one more episode of them like already ranked up, like 6 months already passed in season 2, episode 1, and basically have it where you can see them graduating from the academy, from the military base. So that way it can be that after graduating, he becomes basically Trayvon, basically becomes the man that Bree is happy with, and he just, decides what career he wants to go towards. I don't know exactly yet what that career is, but I think we can probably try to figure that out in the next season, what his goal is, or probably this episode, I'm guessing, when he get his application from the university. But right now they're kind of getting their teas, drinking their teas, and kind of enjoying each other's company before they actually listen to the lecture. So yeah, that's the plan.
Everybody in the service of this country that's in the Department of Defense, in every service branch, are out there doing their job. So 2 and 11 have the best advantage on the battlefield. The 0311 Marine Corps Infantrymen and the 11 Bravo U.S. Army Infantrymen. Guys like you, or guys that you might become, are out there doing hard things. So those guys have the best advantage on the battlefield that they can have. And if you have the mindset like you're doing this because you're the most badass guy out there, you're doing it for yourself, we don't need you. You do this, you do hard things, so those 2 guys can crush it on the battlefield. And if you can't do that, you might as well walk out the door right now. If you think you can do that, stay here, keep on training hard. As long as you keep a positive mental mindset, you will go farther than you can think. And if you keep that positive mental mindset, you may pass the course that you sign up for. You may pass it. Nobody can guarantee that you're gonna pass it.
Welcome to the Army. The next thing that comes out of your mouth is, yes, Drill Sergeant. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
When I was born, I got my first gun. When I was two, boy, I could shoot. My daddy was an engineer. My daddy was an engineer. He watched me smile from ear to ear. He watched me smile from ear to ear. When I was three, I chopped down my first tree. When I was four, I kicked in my first door. My daddy was infantry. My daddy was infantry. He lived his life for you and me. He lived his life for you and me. When I was five, I fought to stay alive. When I was six, I killed just for kicks. My daddy was in the army. My daddy was in the army. He lived his life for you and me. He lived his life for you and me.
All right, guys. So I'm proud of my guy, Trayvon. He just graduated with a high school diploma online. So now that we officially is done with that, we can move on with the next process. Now it looks like he got eliminated just because he wasn't in part of the participation. In the military, you have to be part of the program and you have to participate in the physical exam and everything. And since he was not there to do it because he's been having to focus on his online, his sergeant already told him that he was exempt from it. But unfortunately, because you know how the game is, they're still going to eliminate him from it. So what we're going to do is have the sergeant basically enroll him back into it, because we're not doing none of that shit. Like, he's a he wants to be here to support his family. So the sergeant and them is coming over here to support him and let him know congratulations on your victory of your high school diploma that you finished online. And they're basically just saying that, you know, even though it says that you're eliminated, you're not eliminated, because at the end of the day, we got your back and you are a kind person that we see and a determined worker. We could tell that you have work ethics. And his sergeant is basically saying that we're going to enlist you into the army. So don't even worry about packing your bags and none of that shit. So, yeah, they really got him fucked up. But from besides that, actually, instead of him getting eliminated, the person that is actually going home that's getting eliminated is sadly the other cadet that was fixing our food, because she wasn't doing her job. So she just basically got put out of the army. They told her they no longer want her as a chef. So yeah, the sergeant and us are just gonna tell her that we no longer need her services. So now we're going to have a different chef who's going to be chefing it up, of course, in this episode. But she definitely won't be our chef anymore. So I'm going to let everyone basically say their goodbyes to her. And that's pretty much it. She's going to be exempt from it. Like, she no longer has to be here. There's no point, really. So, yeah.
Mama, can't you see? Mama, mama, can't you see what the army's done to me? What the army's done to me? Mama, mama, can't you see? Mama, mama, can't you see what the army's done to me? What the army's done to me? Put me on a silver jet. Put me on a silver jet. And that's a ride I won't forget. That's a ride I won't forget. Put me on a silver jet. Put me on a silver jet. That's a ride I won't forget. That's a ride I won't forget. Whoa, 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 oh yeah. Whoa, oh yeah. Oh Lord, I wanna go. Oh Lord, I wanna go. But they won't let me go. But they won't let me go. Oh, whoa, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put me in a barber's chair. Put me in a barber's chair. Spun me round, I had no hair. Spun me round, I had no hair. Set me in a barber's chair. Set me in a barber's chair. Spun me round, I had no hair. Spun me round, I had no hair. Whoa, 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 oh yeah. Whoa, oh yeah. Oh Lord, I wanna go. Oh Lord, I wanna go. But they won't let me go. But they won't let me go. Oh, 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 oh yeah. Oh yeah. I used to date a beauty queen. I used to date a beauty queen. Now I date my N16. Now I date my N16. I used to date a beauty queen. I used to date a beauty queen. Now I date my N16. Now I date my N16. Whoa, 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 oh yeah. Whoa, oh yeah. Oh Lord, I wanna go. Oh Lord, I wanna go. But they won't let me go. But they won't let me go. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mama, mama, can't you see? No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. Ooh, I wanna slap somebody. I wanna slap somebody. No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. Ooh, I wanna hurt somebody. Ooh, I wanna hurt somebody. Ooh, I wanna leave them bloody. Ooh, I wanna leave them bloody. No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. No limit to the limit. I thought I told ya. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. You don't wanna go to war with a soldier. Ooh, I wanna kill somebody. Ooh, I wanna kill somebody. Ooh, I wanna bury their body. Ooh, I wanna bury their body. Motivated, dedicated. I thought I told
All right, guys. So after basically a long day of basic training since 5 a.m. this morning, they've been up. They had their lectures and stuff for their second day of basic training, and now working out and, you know, getting a little mentor from their captain. I'm letting all the cadets eat something for dinner, just because, for lunch, which is spaghetti. Well, I think I might have spaghetti. Yeah, I think I might do some spaghetti for everybody, because that sounds like something.
Come back here, you stupid bitch.
Oh, so she's just gonna leave after I was just about to order? Like, what the fuck type of shit is that, bro? Well, since we had that disaster, I guess we have no choice, because the bitch thought that she was just going to leave and didn't want to take our orders or whatever. We're just gonna have to wait on the chef that we hired anyway in the kitchen, and it looked like she's cooking right now. So once she's done, I'll just have the cadets go ahead and get a plate. That is very bogus, though, that she just literally got up and literally went behind. I hate when Sims do that. It's like, you know, it ain't, like, if it ain't Sims, bro, you know that Sims always gonna be extra. Because it's like, bro, when you be having your Sims try to sit down or you try to tell them to eat, they got a whole table, my nigga, and they rather stand up and be uncomfortable than to sit down and be comfortable and eat, which is so bullshit. But, you know, it ain't Sims without it being Sims, like I said. But besides from the bullshit, bro, I'm just gonna let them eat, kind of do that what they do, and then I'm gonna have Trayvon basically come over here and choose what he wants to go to school for, so we can go ahead and get that out the way. Because after this, I'm gonna end the episode, you guys. It's long enough. I want to save the next stuff that we'll do for them to kind of go up and get ranked, because I want to do a graduation, so that'll be perfect. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go to Foxbury Institute. I want everybody to go there, because to me, it don't make sense to just go to the other one. I feel like because in the military, it would make sense. But for Trayvon, I feel like he's a bit of the dramatic person that loves acting, because he pretends that he loves somebody, just like he did with Bree, where he pretended all this mess and did the same thing with the side bitch and stuff, Carly, and created this whole big spill between them and the drama. So I think drama might be his actually forte. So we're going to go ahead and have him basically do some classes for drama, so he could do his little acting and put it into work like he been doing with these females, and go with that. But I think what I'm going to do is, once he take the drama class, I think instead of doing one, because it'd be taking forever for them to finish their classes, we're basically going to probably do I think we're just going to do 4 classes just to get out the way, because when you do 4 classes, it's faster. I'm noticing that, you guys. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going through each one because I want to make sure exactly if that's what he want to do, because I don't see anything else on here that's interesting. Or he might want to be an internet personality. I mean, he has a personality of talking to people, flirt with people. He uses his communication skills. So either way, we can go that route. Let's see, for Chevelle, I think that we're going to also do, like I said, we're going to do Everybody Fox Institute. And I feel like she wants to be more of a commander officer, because she has like the face. She's always looking very serious. She wants to be a commander officer, wants to follow the law. She wants to be probably a police officer in the future. So we might go down that route for her, because I feel like that's something that she will be into. So let's choose the history. And we're just going to do 1 class per person. Just because we're not them. I would rather them do it themselves. I'm only going to be doing Trayvon, so I don't think that makes sense. The next person we're going, I don't know. I think he might want to do, I don't see him as an art person. I would say maybe, communication skills, where he could do like a fine long of public relations or journalists, or managing something. So I think we're going to do that, because he could be like in management, being a salesperson. I could see him doing that. Then we're going to have Trinika. Maybe she can do something on the lines of being a journalist in the future. So we're going to do that for her. The next person, which is Dasmine. I I think we might have her do something that deals with fashion because she looks like a person that's into interior designer. I feel like she wants to do houses, maybe decorate houses or do clothes. Either way, she could be a stylist or a fashionista, basically, or she could do the interior designer. It doesn't matter to me. So we're going to go with the fine art, and let her do the class from there as well. And moving on, to the next person. Let's see. So now that everyone is doing their university classes, I'm excited that we already are enrolling everybody on the second day of training because we wanted to get all of that out the way. In the next episode, you will see a little bit more about each of their lives. What I mean by that is you're going to see how each of them get their own little session with the colonel, the captain pretty much, and him having a one-on-one conversation with them about what they see their future as, what they want to go towards. So we're going to pretty much focus on that and doing more activities. I don't know if we're going to do the same, but I think we're going to rank them where they do like rock climbing, learning their fitness even more, just basically getting ready so that they can graduate into better ranks. So I definitely want them to make sure that they get the highest rank and everybody graduates. That's pretty much why Dewan is here, to kind of help his cadets, because as a chief, he wants to see that all his cadets basically win. So we want to make sure that everyone graduates and get the education they need so they can succeed. And I'm so proud of Trayvon taking the initial steps of paying for an online degree and getting it so that way he won't be with just a GED. So now he no longer have to get a GED. He can do that. But besides that, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. In the next episode, pretty much, we will focus on them, on every cadet, where you'll see them all have their one-on-one time, talk, see what they want to do with their future type of thing. And I might have like either 2 more episodes with them being in the military and ranking them each time, or I might just do 1 more after this one and then just have them graduate. But we'll figure it out. But again, thank you for staying tuned with the video. If you haven't watched the first episode, go back and watch it. This is the last finale. Thank you for being on this long journey ride with us. When it comes to each episode, we finally made it to the finale of season 1. So I'm so excited about that because we're now going to be heading to season 2, which is going to be just focused on their adulthood. So that's perfect because we need that. But don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and make sure that you guys hit that notification button. And I want to again thank you guys for tuning in. All right, you guys, that's it. Peace out.
Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody. If I let this go, you can't tell nobody. I'll tell my no. Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody.